Welcome to Agoracom Small Cap Breaking News, your daily go-to source for the best small cap headlines for over 65 million investors since 2007. Today, we're taking a deep dive into some of the most impactful small cap news-making waves right now. Our mission for you is to cut through the noise, delivering the essential nuggets of knowledge from today's top-breaking news so you can quickly grasp what's truly important for your investment decisions.
Absolutely. We've got a potent stack of fresh press releases on our desk, and our goal is really to pinpoint the actual financial results, the drilling outcomes, the strategic moves that should genuinely capture your attention. Think of this as your immediate briefing, kind of a shortcut to understanding not just the headlines, but the immediate implications and, well, the longer-term potential for these companies.
Right. We're going to break down key announcements across a diverse range of sectors. We'll be starting with Rubicon Organics, making some big moves in the cannabis space. Then we'll shift gears to two exciting updates from the gold exploration frontier with Cameo Resources and Alkane Resources. And finally, we'll cap it off with a fascinating development in blockchain infrastructure from Sonic Strategy, a subsidiary of Spets Inc. Get ready for a focused, high-impact deep dive. Kicking us off then in the cannabis market, we have Rubicon Organics Inc. That's trading on the TSXV Venture Exchange under the symbol ROMJ and also on the OTCQX as ROMJF. The headline here is pretty definitive. Rubicon Organics posts record revenue as premium cannabis demand climbs. I mean, this isn't just about growth. It's significant financial performance in what's still a pretty challenging sector.
Yeah, what's fascinating here is the sheer financial muscle they're showing. For Q2 2025, Rubicon reported net revenue soaring 24% year over year. That's a record $15.0 million. And looking at the year-to-date, revenue climbed an impressive 30% to $27.4 million. Crucially, they also posted their highest ever operating profit of $1.0 million, alongside an adjusted EBITDA of $1.4 million. This kind of consistent profitability, well, it's a significant differentiator. It signals a company not just chasing sales, but actually building a sustainable business model in a sector, often plagued by oversupply and margin compression.
Okay, that sustained profitability really does stand out. And when we unpack it, the release highlights where this growth is actually coming from. It's not just broad market trends, it's specific market share leadership.
Yeah.
They've captured 5.2% nationally in premium flower and pre-rolls, a robust 15.1% in resin vapes, and a remarkable 26.2% in premium edibles, all while maintaining the top-selling topical product in Canada. So this isn't just selling more, it's about dominating key premium niches. And now they're backing this up with capacity expansion through the acquisition of the Hope facility. That's set to boost annual production by over 40% to 15,500 kilograms. It's a pretty significant leap.
Precisely. And this raises an important question for investors. How are they funding this strategic expansion? Well, the company completed a $4.5 million private placement, which is a key signal. This type of financing, often favored for its speed and efficiency, significantly strengthens their balance sheet. It signals confidence from the strategic investors who participated. CEO Margaret Brody emphasized their, quote, relentless focus on quality as the driving force, while CFO Glenn Ibbott underscored the record-breaking quarter and the strategic nature of the Hope facility investment. And that's despite anticipated one-time startup costs, maybe between $1 million and $2 million in the latter half of 2025. It signifies a long-term play, indicating they're willing to invest now for sustained market share gains down the line.
So for you, the investor, the key insight here is Rubicon's demonstrated resilience and maybe a potential playbook for profitability in a challenging market. While many competitors are struggling or consolidating, Rubicon's deep focus on the premium segment, combined with this strategic capacity expansion, isn't just growth. It's a strategic move that could allow them to gain significant ground as the Canadian cannabis market matures and quality becomes paramount. They're positioning themselves as a leader, not just a participant. Okay, from the cannabis market, let's pivot to a very different kind of resource play, but one with equally compelling early-stage potential: gold exploration. We turn our attention to Cameo Resources, Inc., trading on the CSE under the symbol MEO. Their big news hits hard. Cameo Resources reports high-grade gold samples in Tanzania's Lake Victoria belt. It sounds like a potentially significant initial discovery.
It absolutely is an exciting early-stage exploration story. The core of this announcement lies in truly compelling gold assay results from their Katoro Properties in Tanzania. They collected samples that range from 1.63 grams per ton gold all the way up to an impressive 34.2 grams per ton. The average was 12.26 grams per ton.
Oh.
Yeah, and to put that into context for you, samples from an active hard rock mine just 5 kilometers away returned 9.85 grams per ton. So Cameo's samples are already showing higher grades than a producing mine right nearby. This clearly confirms the regional potential of this prolific area.
Okay, here's where it gets really interesting and why this location matters so much. The property is situated in the Sukumaland Greenstone Belt of Tanzania's Lake Victoria goldfields. Now, for those who follow mining, this region is renowned globally. We're talking multi-million-ounce deposits, large-scale operations by major international players like Barrick Gold and Gita Gold Mine.
Right, it's a Tier 1 jurisdiction.
Exactly. And even more compelling are the reports that small to mid-scale mining operations near Cameo's concessions have produced assays averaging over 100 grams per ton, with individual results as high as 238.74 grams per ton.
Incredible numbers.
Plus, there's an existing processing facility just 500 meters away already constructing a mill and leach pad. That just underscores how active and established this mining environment already is.
Exactly. And that proximity to existing infrastructure and other high-grade occurrences, it significantly de-risks the initial exploration efforts. Brian Thurston, the company's technical advisor, highlighted the property's uniquely situated location amidst many active gold operations. He stated that the high gold values are, quote, not surprising given the activity surrounding the claims. Now, it's crucial to remember these are grab samples from artisanal pits. They're not systematic drilling results yet, but they are a powerful initial signal. They demand extensive, probably fast-tracked further investigation. They provide a strong geological indicator of what could be below the surface.
So for you, the investor, this development presents an early-stage but potentially high-impact opportunity. It's the kind of news that gets serious resource investors paying attention. The upcoming months, as those fast-track geophysical survey results and subsequent systematic drilling are released, well, they'll be absolutely pivotal. These next steps will determine whether Cameo's Katoro Properties can transition from these really promising samples to a defined economic gold resource in one of Africa's most productive gold belts. Definitely one to watch as they accelerate their process. Staying in the gold sector, let's now turn our attention to an established producer that's demonstrating some pretty impressive near-mine exploration success. Alkane Resources Ltd. Alkane trades on the TSX under the symbol ALK and also on the OTCQX as ALKEF. Their news proclaims, Alkane Resources strikes significant gold at El Paso, extending towering exploration potential. This suggests they're not just maintaining but actively growing their resource base.
That's exactly right. Alkane is already a significant gold and antimony producer in Australia, and they're consistently proving the value of near-mine exploration at their Tomingley Gold project in New South Wales. The standout results recently came from their El Paso prospect. Hole EPD-013 intersected 8.2 meters, grading an impressive 3.74 grams per ton gold, which included a high-grade kicker of 1 meter at 25 grams per ton. Pretty nice. Another hole, EPD-01C, showed a broader intersection, 32.1 meters, grading 1.65 grams per ton, including multiple higher-grade sections within that zone. And they also reported promising results along the Tomingley structure itself and, importantly, identified new mineralized zones through regional air core drilling, indicating broader potential beyond the immediate mine area.
So what does this all mean strategically for Alkane? These results seem critical because they directly strengthen Alkane's ongoing strategy of extending the life of its Tomingley gold operations. This is a fully operational site, remember? It's got an open pit, underground mines, and a 1 million ton per annum processing plant already there.
Right. Infrastructure is key.
Exactly. So finding new mineralization, especially high-grade zones like El Paso, so close to that existing infrastructure, it significantly reduces the risk and the cost of future development. And the El Paso prospect is particularly significant, you mentioned, as its mineralization is quite similar to the high-grade ore at their nearby San Antonio deposit. That hints at potentially large-scale new satellite ore sources that can feed their existing mill.
Precisely. Alkane's managing director and CEO, Nick Erner, emphasized this focus. He stated that they, quote, continue to explore at Tomingley within our approved mining areas and regionally, seeking to add further mine life, scale, and grade. So this isn't just opportunistic drilling. It's clearly a systematic approach. The company has ambitious plans. That includes a focused 2,000-meter diamond drilling program in September at El Paso specifically to better define that target, and a broader 12-month campaign involving an additional 6,000 meters of drilling across multiple prospects. Now, while defining economic resources will, of course, require extensive follow-up, These initial results signal robust potential for long-term operational stability and growth, and that's a strong positive for any producer.
So for you, the investor, this news signals both near-term growth potential and a very clear longer-term vision. Alkane isn't merely sustaining its current operations. They're actively laying the groundwork for continued expansion within a highly prospective gold belt. Their dual approach, intensive near-mine drilling combined with regional exploration that mirrors strategies used by larger multi-decade producers to continually replenish their reserves and extend mine life. In the gold production sector, maintaining and extending mine life is paramount, and Alkane's success here is a strong indicator of future sustained value. All right, for our final deep dive today, we're shifting gears into the rapidly evolving world of blockchain. News from Sonic Strategy Inc., which is a subsidiary of Spets Inc. Spets trades on the CSE under SPTZ and on the OTCQX as DBKSF. The headline here is direct and impactful. Sonic Strategy expands to 38.8 million tokens, cementing role in Sonic blockchain. This speaks to rapid growth in a very specific niche.
Yeah, this is a truly substantial leap for Sonic Strategy within the Sonic ecosystem, and it really highlights their increasing sort of dominance there. Their total exposure now stands at 38.8 million Sonic tokens. That represents a remarkable 158% increase just since June 2025.
Wow, that's fast growth.
It is, and this significant exposure isn't just self-held, it's built on 30.5 million Sonic tokens delegated by key third-party holders like Sonic Labs and Beats, combined with 3 million tokens self-delegated by Sonic Strategy and approximately 5.3 million tokens held in decentralized finance strategies and treasury accounts. This kind of institutional delegation means they are now among the largest and most trusted validators in the Sonic network.
Okay, let's unpack that a bit.
Yeah.
Sonic Strategy operates as a validator node on the Sonic blockchain. So what does that mean? It means they are a critical piece of the network's security and efficiency. They verify transactions, and in return, they earn staking rewards.
Right.
So this rapid expansion isn't just about accumulating tokens. It solidifies their position as one of the largest validators, which translates directly into consistent, recurring yield from those staking rewards. It also offers significant potential capital appreciation as the overall Sonic network grows and its utility increases. It's really about generating yield from essential network infrastructure.
Precisely. CEO Mitchell Demeter highlighted this as a, quote, validation of both infrastructure performance and market trust, expressing pride in the support from key ecosystem players and individual delegators. And what's truly unique about Sonic Strategy from an investor's perspective is its value proposition. It's one of the first publicly traded companies dedicated to supporting the Sonic blockchain. This provides a compliant, publicly listed vehicle for accessing blockchain yield strategies, something that's often opaque, highly technical, or frankly, just inaccessible to traditional investors. This company is actively bridging the gap between traditional finance, or TradFi, and emerging decentralized technologies, offering a regulated pathway into a high-growth sector.
So what does this all mean for you, the investor? Well, we know blockchain markets can be inherently volatile, right? Token prices can have sharp swings. But Sonic Strategy's rapid expansion and its role as a key validator position them as a central institutional player. If you're looking for exposure to blockchain yield strategies through a regulated, publicly listed company, this update is certainly compelling. It offers a distinct, potentially less volatile path into an innovative and rapidly evolving market, allowing you to participate in the underlying infrastructure growth, not just token speculation. And that wraps up our rapid deep dive into today's top small-cap breaking news. We've covered quite a bit, from record-breaking cannabis revenue to high-grade gold discoveries and significant advancements in blockchain infrastructure. Our goal, as always, is to help you absorb the most important information quickly and effectively, providing those essential insights for your investment radar.
Yeah, and if we connect this all to the bigger picture, it maybe raises an important question for you to consider. How do these specific company developments, whether it's Rubicon's strategic acquisition in a competitive cannabis market, Cameo's early-stage high-grade samples hinting at a new gold region, Alkane extending the life of an existing mine, or Sonic Strategy's institutional backing and blockchain infrastructure, how do these reflect broader trends in capital markets towards niche specialization and, well, the relentless pursuit of distinct, often technologically driven, competitive advantages? Something to think about.
Exactly. What insights stood out most to you today? We encourage you to continue your own deep dives into these fascinating stories and discover what resonates most with your own investment thesis. Thank you for joining us for this deep dive. We look forward to our next one.